Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to start by introducing myself. My name is Gloria Istafarina Anak Hadipa from Group 3 and I'm going to be the first presenter. The purpose of our presentation is to give you some information about haze pollution. Do you know what is haze? Haze is an atmospheric phenomenon where dust, smoke, and dry particles in air obscure the sky clarity. When seen from afar and depending upon the direction of view, haze can have a bluish or brownish tint. Various activities such as farming, vehicle traffic, and wildfire can create a pollutant cloud atmosphere. The World Meteorological Organization (WMO) categorized atmospheric obscuration by a list of different types. These include haze, fog, ice fog, steam fog, mist, smoke, volcanic ash, dust, sand, and snow. Air pollution in Malaysia, or haze as it more commonly known, has been a problem for many years. Haze is a hazard to people and planet. Though it plagues much of Southeast Asia, Malaysia is one of the worst affected areas. Every few years, Malaysia suffers a haze epidemic that grinds all activity to a halt. In 2005, a choking cloud of smoke gripped the country for a week, it's forcing authorities to declare a state of emergency. Air pollution records were set again in 2013, requiring national government to spend over $20 million fighting fires and creating artificial rain with water bombings from military aircraft. These epidemics and the moderate level of air pollution measured throughout the year result in serious detriment to community and environment health. The issue is serious, and it's one that Malaysia will have to confront soon in order to safeguard its very development as a nation. Moving on the next section, let us take a look at the causes of haze. The primary cause of haze in Malaysia is open burning fire raging through the rainforest and sending up massive plumes of smoke. Some fires are unintentional, the result of unusually dry weather and climate change. But much of Malaysia's open burning is due to illegal slash and burn land clearing technique used by farmers and palm oil companies. Such as activity has decreased due to stricter law enforcement and high-technic monitoring technologies, but still is not uncommon. Besides that, the smoke from this fire is devastating and the plumes can be large enough to be seen from outer space. The fire responsible for 2013 Southeast Asian haze were photographed by NASA satellites and linked to illegal burning on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Indonesian smoke often billows into nearby Malaysia and Singapore, building international tension and completing the problem of haze managing. Other causes of haze including emission from vehicles and industrial boiler, but open burning is by far the biggest contributor.
My name is Jessia Jeta Anaknek. I will be the second presenter. I will discuss about the consequence of haze. In the short term, haze may cause irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat in healthy individuals. The heart and lung are particularly affected by particles in haze, rising risk for those with heart and lung condition. It may take between 1 and 3 days for the effect or symptom of haze to be felt. Short-term adverse effect of exposure to haze. First, eyes irritation or conjunctivitis, a type of eye inflammation. Second, stuffy nose, sneezing, throat irritation, dry throat, and coughing. Third, headache, dizziness, fatigue, or stress. Lastly, decreased lung function, depressed respiratory immune defenses. For long-term effect of Haze, there is not much data available. After all, Haze usually does not affect a particular geographic location throughout the year, but according to some studies, continuous exposure to Haze will raise the risk of cardiovascular effect, reduce lung development, and the development of chronic respiratory disease in kids. The long-term risk associated with exposure to fine particles. First, faster rate of thickening of the arteries compared to others. Second, increase the risk of death by cardiovascular disease and reduce life expectancy by several months to a few years. Third, spontaneous abortion, underweight infants, birth defect, and infant death. This is Haze Healthy Advisor. Would you guys know what a precaution to take if the Haze level is rise? This is some of the guidelines of Haze. 0 to 50 is good. 51 to 100 is moderate. For healthy person, elderly, pregnant women, children, and person with chronic lung disease or heart disease can continue with normal activities when the Haze is in a good and moderate. But for unhealthy is 101 to 200. For healthy person, they need to reduce prolonged or strenuous outdoor physical exertion. For elderly, pregnant women and children need to minimize prolonged or strenuous outdoor physical exertion. While for the person with chronic lung disease or heart disease, need to avoid prolonged or strenuous outdoor physical exertion. And for very unhealthy of Haze is 201 to 300. For healthy person, they need to avoid prolonged or strenuous outdoor physical exertion. For elderly, pregnant women, children need to minimize outdoor activities. While for the person with chronic lung disease or heart disease, need to avoid outdoor activity. For 300 plus is hazardous. Healthy person need to minimize outdoor activity. Elderly, pregnant women, children need to avoid outdoor activity. And same with person with chronic lung disease or heart disease need to avoid outdoor activities.
My name is Priscilla Zena Anak Palfrey. I will be the last presenter. Solution to the Haze problem. Ongoing problem. Air pollution in Malaysia requires ongoing efforts to control. Every Southeast Asian country, except Indonesia, signed a document called the ASEAN Agreement on Transboundary Haze Pollution, recognizing that Haze is a regional rather than national problem. They have been attempting to improve air quality as a group ever since. Through the cause of Haze, now mostly rural farmers suddenly deciding to burn down forests are very hard to control. The Haze Agreement has seen real progress made. Singapore has offered to tackle the Haze issue at its root and work as farmer in Indonesia. And the agreement eventually saw the involved countries approve and implement an advanced Haze monitoring. The Asian Agreement on Transboundary Haze Pollution is accused of being vague and lacking enforcement mechanism. This is true in some way, but it is legally binding document, and it does require cooperation between ASEAN countries, something the region has firstly opposed in the past. As such, the signing of the agreement was a huge leap forward. Late last year, Indonesia finally joined the fight and signed the agreement. Now that the foremost contributor to haze pollution is legally obligated to shape out, more serious progress might be made. The people and environments of Malaysia and indeed all the Southeast Asia are depending in this progress, and they look forward to be good news Indonesia's signature may bring. That's all from our group. Thank you.